Hello, my name is James, I'm the Mayor of Jamestown, and I really was not expecting to make a video like this quite so soon. My original intentions were to look over the new operations zone the game had just dropped, but arguably the massive roadmap for the rest of the year is considerably more important. Obviously, we've just received the Future Imperfect update, which gave everyone access to Hawkeye, a new villain and boss to fight, a new environment, and more story, of which I must say I quite enjoyed. But what's next on the horizon? Let's have a look, shall we? First up is Tachyon Anomaly, supposedly coming during the spring. This new event will allow players to finally make a team of their 4 favourite characters. So if you've been begging for a team of 4 fours, you can finally do that. Whether they intend to make this a permanent change will remain to be seen, but as of right now, IGN have already suggested that it's purely for the event. On top of this, the Tachyon Rift event will be accessible to power levels between 1 to 100. This activity is the one where you're timed throughout the duration of the mission and have to go through rifts to acquire more time before it runs out completely. As far as an event goes, this isn't all that exciting, but something extra to work on really isn't a bad thing. Next up is the Red Room Takeover. This update will also be coming out at some point during the spring, so expect it over the next 3 months. This one is designed around Yelena Belova, a character that has constant run-ins with Black Widow. Just in time for the Black Widow movie. In this content update, Yelena ends up doing something to the harm room, making it more challenging and providing several cosmetics and unlocks to acquire throughout the event. Again, nothing too special, but some free unlockable cosmetics are going to be fun to work towards for a brief period. I don't see people exactly losing their mind over a more challenging harm room, that also just so happens to be red, but more content is still more content. Moving on to the summer now, and it seems the developers may be listening to the community after all via the inclusion of the new Cosmic Cube update. With this update, we're getting a brand new villain in the form of Monica, the real main villain of the campaign, that we never really got around to defeating because reasons. In this event, we'll finally have a new boss, and it should help to progress the story after Future Imperfect, which I know that I'm personally quite looking forward to. Next up is Wasteland Patrol. It's a new game mode coming to the game, and honestly, it's something the game is really lacking right now, so it would be good to have it included. Anyone that has played Destiny will know exactly how the patrol system works. You essentially stay in the open world of the mission, and while you're patrolling, you can pick up assignments and missions in the area without having to go back and select another mission manually. This means players can essentially stay in an open environment with their friends and simply endlessly play until they're bored, rather than having to reload a mission each time. Patrols are a good way to keep you in the action at all times. So far, it's only going to be the apocalyptic wasteland that starts off with this new feature, but it should be developed for the other areas before too long. Here's the big one. All the other inclusions are great and all, but everyone knows this is the one that people are going to be looking forward to the most for the rest of the year. War for Wakanda adds a brand new character in the form of Black Panther, and even though we have no gameplay involving the character yet, the man looks damn good. On top of Black Panther, there's going to be new outfits added, the power level cap is going to be increased, although I don't believe we know what the new maximum is going to be as of yet. Once again, there's another villain hitting the roster in the form of Claw, which would make about 3 new villains in the span of 2021, which is absolutely fantastic. Thank goodness for this part, we are getting new Claw faction enemies. For the love of God, I hope they aren't just reskins of what we've already seen, but I have hope that we're going to have something to beat up that isn't just a bunch of robots now. I have been saying we need new faction enemies to beat up that aren't just a bunch of robots, and by the looks of things, this may just be the wish I've been looking for. There's also going to be a new story, which if it's anything like the stories we've seen so far, should be pretty bloody decent as long as it's nothing like the campaign. There's a new biome in the form of a Wakandan jungle. Jungles don't usually impress me, but considering what they did for the apocalyptic biome, I have complete faith in this new one as well. Last but not least, there's a new outpost as well. I know we keep getting outposts to break up the monotony of the old ones, but I'm one of those boring sods that could live with only having the Chimera's outpost. Hub areas bore me, I'm sorry, don't at me. That about wraps up the biggest additions to the game over the coming months. We've also got multiplayer mega highs to look forward to, post level 50 progression for the hero level cap, and even outfits inspired by the MCU, and even Omega level threats. Omega level threat sounds like something for the endgame players. The devs intend on adding something called Omega level threat missions, which to me just sounds like they're going to add 4-player raids into the game. These are going to be difficult missions that test your skills, coordination as a team, and your endgame gear. Depending on how well this new feature is implemented during the summer, endgame players may finally have something to work towards and grind out. That's about the gist of the roadmap for now. Who knows what's to come after the summer, but for now, there really is a lot to look forward to, and if the devs manage to keep this up, they may just be able to pull Marvel's Avengers back from the brink. Thanks for sticking around to the end. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and all of that good stuff. I've been James, the Mayor of Jamestown, and until next time, goodbye.